We all suffer stress, every one of us, daily, but the body can only handle so much stress, and then when we get too much, then the body starts to shut down. One of the ways that people that have a substance abuse disorder manage that is that they will get release from stress by using a substance, whether that's alcohol, whether it's marijuana, whether it's cocaine, whatever it is, it gives them that release and it gives them way out of that stress. The relief is short-lived, temporary, and it's an illusion because what caused the stress in the first place didn't go away, but it's almost like it gave them a time out in a way, but it goes back and the stress can even be bigger than it was before because the issue hadn't been dealt with. And whenever anybody's engaged in a substance-using lifestyle, it causes lots of stress for everybody around them as well. So their families, like a family of somebody that's using substances, is trying to be able to cope with behaviors that don't make a lot of sense or are very damaging or hurtful. So stress is a very big issue, not only in the individual substance abuser's life, but also in the life of their family. And then families interact with families or build community, and so then we have a community that is really under an awful lot of stress. So people really need to take a look at finding ways to be able to reduce that stress. There's things like you can take stress management workshops, you can do meditation, you can do different kinds of exercise. There's lots of things that will actually bring down a stress level, but people, to be healthy, need to pay attention to that.
Stress can manifest itself differently in different people. I think it can be a very individualized response. Some people aren't able to sleep, some people lose weight, other people gain weight. So it can be a very individualized response. There really are two different sources of stress. One of them are external forces, such as demands at work, maybe deadlines that you have to meet, demands from your family. And another source of stress are those internal pressures that we bring to bear on ourselves. And that can include things like our own expectations of ourselves, some of the belief systems that we hold. Those can create stress in our lives. There are some practical ways that we can manage stress in our lives. That can include regular exercise, eating healthy food, making sure that we get enough rest. There are some other things that we can do as well, and some of that can include taking a look at some of those belief systems that we hold and examining them closely to see whether they continue to serve us in our current situation, and looking at whether we need to adjust some of those expectations and maybe adjust some of those belief systems that we hold. Some people may, in that process, decide to seek the help of a counselor in order to do that.
Anybody can become a client at the Counseling Center, and you can come here for any issue that you feel that you need to attend counseling for. We offer our walk-in intake service every Tuesday and Thursday. It starts at 8:30 in the morning and it goes right through until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. In the initial session, what a client is asked to do is they give us some basic information. We go over the client's rights with them, and they actually sign a form so that they clearly understand what their rights are in relation to attending counseling, and all of the policies in relation to confidentiality are reviewed and understood by all clients. People may enter into counseling and they may not want someone to know, or they may want their family members to know a lot of information about them coming here, so we talk with them a lot about those pieces, and we get consent from them and follow that consent in relation to who they do or do not want us to speak with.
Recovery Month is celebrated every year in September, and it really is celebrated in order to highlight the benefits to society of substance abuse treatment, and also to recognize the contributions of those persons in the community who provide such treatment. Each year a theme that is relevant is chosen, and this year the theme is stress and recovery, with an emphasis being placed on how stress impacts recovery and the process of addiction, and also how stress impacts those persons who provide the treatment for people who are affected by substance abuse. This year, as we celebrate Recovery Month, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize the contributions of the staff of the Department of Counselling Services. We have staff in the Counselling Centre, the Family Resource Centre, and the Caribbean Haven Residential Centre, as well as our Brackhaven Sister Islands Counselling Centre, who work tirelessly throughout the year to assist those clients who are struggling with substance abuse and to assist them in their journey of recovery. And I would just like to take this opportunity to acknowledge their hard work and their contributions throughout the year.